so coffee tastes mighty good. That's not the reason why I've gotta get back up to that sugar shack.
Hey everybody, Jim Tedesco here with Millennium County Railroad version 2.0. Today I got an Arduino project for everybody. It's simple, effective, and for me I think it's going to be a great addition to the layout. So without any further ado, I'm going to reposition the camera and I'll explain what I've done and how you can do it too. Stay tuned. Okay, first things first, of course you got to have an Uno board. I've got the Uno Elegoo R3. I guess this will work on any of the Uno boards, even the Nano I think. I'm not sure about the Nano, because I don't have a Nano so I couldn't test it. But what I built here is a sensor for your railroad crossings. So the way this works is I've got this sensor right here. It's a it's a 4-prong sensor, but I'm only using 3 wires, and it seems to work perfectly. So what happens is when you're going to set this up before your railroad crossing, and as the train goes by, it's going to trigger it. And it's going to stay triggered until the train goes by. So the problem I had before is I was going to use a time delay relay, and the problem with that is the relay can't make a determination on how long or short the train is. So if you've got a 20-car train and you're only set for 15 seconds, the light's going to go out before the train passes. Not going to work. So this way, this actually works until the train passes. Now I know it's not like the ones you usually see where there's a sensor before and after. So basically what's going to happen is you want to put this relatively close to your crossing. Because when that last train goes through, of course, the light's going to go off and the gates are going to raise or whatever. Unless, of course, you put some sort of a delay on that, which I haven't gotten to that point yet and probably won't. I've got seven areas where I'm going to be crossing track. So, or should I say tracks should be crossing roads. So I could time a whole bunch of money and you know, ready-made stuff, and it's just crazy. These boards are cheap. I bought 5, I think it was 5 or 10, I'm not sure. Let me check here. I had to think about that for a minute. I just ordered them last night from Amazon. Alright, it's 5 pieces. And I should probably zoom in on that. A little shaky, sorry about that, making people sick. You get 5 pieces of these they let go infrared obstacle avoidance sensor modules, and they're actually they're 4-pin for a smart car robot, but I'm not using them for that. That's the exact same thing I have here that I had one of the sensors. So it was $8.29 with free shipping. You can't go wrong with that. So I should have them by, I think, August 3rd. So that'll be cool. So that'll have enough to go around, and if I need to get more, I'll buy more. But I'm not sure how I'm going to do this, because in most cases, on my layout, go back down here. Uh-oh, I go dead. In most cases on my layout, my trains are going to probably run one way only on specific tracks. So I've got 3 mains, and the passenger trail is only going to run counterclockwise. That'll always be. So I'll only have to have the railroad crossings on the forward side of it, and that's in 1, through 3 areas, so that's not too bad. On the 2 freighters, well, actually I have the two main lines for the freight, and I also have the sugar line. Now, so I'm probably looking, I'm going to have to buy more of those things, and I'll obviously buy more Uno boards. Unless there's a way to daisy chain them somehow, but I don't think you can do that. But like I said, these boards are so cheap, you can get an Uno board for as little as $10. So that's not bad, you know, with free shipping. You look on eBay, they've got them, and I think Amazon has them too. I think Amazon might be a little more expensive. But in any case, whatever your needs are, you can do that. And if you're running back and forth traffic, you could actually run one on each side of the track. You know, one forward of the crossing and one after the crossing. That's up to you how you want to do it, but for an inexpensive, easy to use alternative, I think this is the way to go. And like I said, there's literally no real problems with this. Now the blue light you see lit up on the Uno board, that's just there for reference. But I purchased a couple of alternating flash, well actually I got 10 of them, alternating flashing units. And of course I'm going to have to get the crossbuck, the light crossbucks yet, but what you're going to do is you're going to tie in your flashing, alternating flashing board into that circuit instead of the LED, and that's what will turn on that board, and which will power the lights on the crossbucks. So it's a real simple system, and once I get one set up all the way around, I'll videotape that as well. But I kind of wanted to get the jump on this in case any of you guys wanted to play with this. It's pretty slick. There is a code. I'll post the code below the video. And if you're familiar with Arduino, you'll know what to do. If not, well, you'll have to take a course in it. But I think the thing is beautiful. I mean, I wanted something that, like I said, was going to work. And the sensitivity is set just about right. You can set this near the track, disguise it with a small building or anything, bushes for that matter, and it'll work perfectly. And I'll do a photograph of the wiring diagram. I'll post it so you'll see where everything needs to go, and the code. Like I said, I'll post that below. So there you go, a cheap alternative that works for railroad crossing. That was my first project for my layout with utilizing the Arduino. And there are many more things that can be done. I'll be working on that later on. But this one I wanted to get out there and let you guys know. So have fun with it for those who are ready to experiment, or those of you who already have Arduino. And for those who don't, it might be a good idea to think about getting involved with it. It's not that complicated. It sounds complicated because it's electronic, but it really isn't. If I can do it, anybody can do it, right? So anyway, that's it for that. So let me switch the camera over once again. As always, thanks for watching. Keep it on the rails, because it's no good if it's off the rails. And we'll see you next time. Bye.